fall down Motown, talk over the commentary, but I'm getting their ass kicked. Gonna destroy that like button, subscribe, enjoy the game.
And of course, Dallas won in New York. Did you know that the caddy of Tiger Woods wore Saquon Barkley's jersey 19 when Tiger won for the first time in a long time? Let's be honest about it. Saquon Barkley, he's pretty popular.
Waiting. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. It's going to be a long.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. And that's complete to Jeffrey. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Go. 180. Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
Here's Wentz to throw. And incomplete to open things up. Alshon Jeffrey. Here's the offense, and sometimes you got to show love to the big guys.
That you do. And we're talking about Jason Kelce now, not Travis, his brother, who plays tight end. Jason lines up at center, a threat to go to the Pro Bowl each and every year.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Here's Miles Sanders, the rookie second-rounder from Penn State. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. Well executed there on second down, so do you go back to the air on third?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
To throw, it's Wentz. And that is incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
On fourth down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. Back deep for the Cowboys, Tavon Austin. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
Out of his end zone, Prescott rolling to his right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Check. Watch 54. Hey, let's get this.
They run with Ezekiel Elliott, last year's NFL rushing leader. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On second down, Elliott. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Prescott from the gun on third. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
A first down carry by Elliott. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Face mask. Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Here's Prescott. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
On first down, it's Elliott. Brought down by Nate Gary.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Completes it to Jason Witten. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Now Prescott. Over the middle, complete. It's Schultz. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, they have to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
Throwing, Prescott, and he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 4-yard touchdown run, and the Cowboys have taken the early lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turning to his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Brett Maher on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. That time a 9-play drive, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Here we go.
3 and out. Second possession. See if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. And it may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. To throw is Wentz. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Anthony Brown right there to knock it away. And a look at the defense for the Cowboys.
And there's linebacker Leighton Vander Esch, who was so impressive as a rookie in 2018. Many thought Dallas should have opted to pick a wide receiver at that spot. Turns out they made the absolute correct choice. A 2018 Pro Bowler who's only going to get better.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Wentz. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Wentz now to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. Do you like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Prescott. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what he said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. If they feel like they can't just beat.
There he goes, Amari Cooper. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 66 yards. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
Marr now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards to score it. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now a 2-time 1,000-yard rusher for the Bears. This is Jordan Howard. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Right there. Back man. 120. You remember me. Let's go, baby.
On 2nd down, it's Sanders. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, and it's 2nd down.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Wentz. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
They'll run on first down. It's Howard. George Iloka, the one that comes up to make the tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many, an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Malik Collins, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Throwing his Wentz. This complete left side to Aguilar. And he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. He was able to escape momentarily in the backfield, but you could just kind of tell that wasn't going anywhere.
You know, in the film session, he'll get a minus for not getting him on the ground by himself. But what the coach is really going to analyze, how fast did his teammates get there to help him? If one guy slows him up, everyone else better be there, and that's what they got on that play.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And this one complete to Witten over the middle. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Dak finding his tight end Witten, and the Cowboys have a first down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open. He finds a way to pick up a first down.
Prescott going to come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. The give is to Elliott. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
Here we go. Slide, check right 54. Right 54. I got him.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
It runs, but the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. Oh, he's got a little daylight. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one good for 37 yards. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis in his first half of action. Looking to throw. Prescott. That is caught at the 7. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Marr on for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jordan Howard and the rest of the offense heading back out there. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? Wentz now on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Wentz going to throw. Jackson's got it over the middle. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Working from the gun, Wentz. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Dances by him. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Dak and the Cowboys ready for their next possession. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Prescott looks to throw on first. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Prescott. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
There we go. Wide 80. Match by 4. Let's go.
Prescott on 1st down. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
Complete to Ezekiel Elliott. Out of bounds at the 45-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll bring out 4 receivers. 3 of them being sent to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 4. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Step. Oh, Prescott stripped. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Good job, Dean.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Wentz. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Defense.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And that'll be off the crossbar and out. It's short. He couldn't get it there. It's no good. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one is maybe not exactly in the bag yet, but there is definitely a big mountain to climb in this third quarter. The teams are already back out there, so let's not waste any time as we'll turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Second half starts with a carry by Elliott. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Prescott going to take a shot for Gallup. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. And it's incomplete. Receiver, that's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tyrone Crawford able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Play action. Now Wentz. And Jeffrey's got it. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A good pickup there at 22. Alshon Jeffrey so dangerous even when a defender's near him.
He's got such a big body. Ability to run, positions himself well, excellent control. And you're exactly right. Even if people are draped on him, he often comes up with the catch. He really symbolizes what people are looking for in receivers in today's NFL.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On play action, it's Wentz. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Marr now to add the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Now Wentz to try again after the pick six. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. On the counter now, it's Sanders. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Hate to say it, but that play typifies what we've seen from this offense all game long.
Yeah, don't you think maybe you flip over your play sheet as the offensive coordinator and see the side that says try something different? You know, because this has not worked all game long. They continue to try and get it done. They've got to come up with something a little bit different. Try something special, something they haven't seen.
Anything to score a point.
Done. 180. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. What's this done? I don't even know why this team showed up. What's this?
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wentz caught by the tight end Ertz. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 19. And he's got Miller. Give him 32 on the play.
And that one hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. To throw is Wentz. Miller on the catch over the middle. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. Incomplete. He was looking for Jordan Howard that time. And it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Wentz got his man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Wentz now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Wentz. And this is caught at the 8. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Again, it's Wentz. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Eagles get a score closer. And that score there makes this a much more manageable deficit.
Agreed, because before that touchdown, this looked like this was about over. Instead, they've got hope. They're back in the game. They feel better about themselves, and now they have a chance to make some more plays.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Again to Elliott. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
53, Mike 53. Right here, right here.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Prescott from the gun. Complete to Jason Witten. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
You're not ready. You're not ready.
To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 2nd down now. It's Elliott. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now Prescott. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
All right, I'm going to take a quick shout out. Give a quick shout out to my boy Brandon.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And incomplete. The Pro Bowl tight end Zach Ertz, the intended target. And that'll bring
He's a Saints fan. Not sure why, but I appreciate the shout out. From you to me to you.
For hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
On 2nd and 10, Wentz. Sanders hands it over the middle. And they'll get
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Stopped at the 28.
And we see another
Much love. Much love.
Running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. As Sanders has it pumped free. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. The ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th.
Yeah, I remember those days.
On 4th down, it's Howard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. No reason not to try
Yeah, I think it's safe to say right now, those days is over with.
He ought to title it Undaunted, because where he is on the field,
Right now.
on his own side, and goes for it.
Here's your shout out. Here's your shout out, Sam.
Yeah, only thing you can justify it with is
You got it right now. I'm giving you a shout out.
If it's 4th and 2, probably
Sam
do it. Hey,
Raider.
give him credit.
Yeah, but if they don't pick it up,
Then you're in trouble.
Yeah, they're giving points to the other team at that stage.
Hope you feel better.
On 1st down, Wentz.
I'm still waiting for you to subscribe.
That'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Anthony Brown right there to knock it away. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Wentz will try again on 2nd down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling.
You're welcome.
After the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Eagles on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8. Working from the gun. Wentz. This short throw caught by Goddard. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 yards and a 1st down for Philly. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder what plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now. Because
yeah, I started this game here from my brother-in-law.
Trying to get some momentum going.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Thank you.
Now Wentz again. Looking middle, and that's
But yeah, I started this game from my brother-in-law. He liked the Eagles, and I'm sure he was trying to rub it in my sister's face because she's a Cowboys fan, but it's not working out too good for him. And I hate Dallas, so I don't like this score.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Wentz. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
Right.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Now this one to his running back.
Like my immediate family, all of them, Cowboy fans, mom, sister, brother, dad.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the
all of them is Cowboy fans.
But if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now they got to get to the line quickly. From the red zone now, Wentz. And that's complete to Sanders.
I've been a Raider fan since the 80s.
The 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not.
Yes, I agree. I agree. And I know it's a video game and all, but I really feel like the referees helped them this game.
And quickly they get to the line.
I'm gonna have to talk to the makers of this game. Ask them why they got Dallas so overpowered.
And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. It took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. So that drive spans 13 plays. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone.
Straight poo-poo. That's words of money, man. BKA Brandon, AKA Saints fan, and I agree, Cowboys suck.
Definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Cowboys are going to secure the football, and with it, they'll just about secure the victory as well. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put...
All right, so we're going to let these seconds play out.
Their chances of getting that done...
Remember, drop a like, subscribe if you ain't already have.
Just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again.
Tomorrow, I'm going to be doing a
not much reason to use them at this point.
A live feed for GTA 5 online.
Is strictly for show.
Not sure what time. Once I figure it out, I will most definitely let y'all know.
10th carry now for Elliott. And an alley to run. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. As they get
So if you want to join the live feed, just hit me up. Make sure you get on there.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They go to Elliott again. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. This to make it a 3-score game late. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Wentz now on 1st down. Ertz has his left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys.
All right, so Cowgirls won that game.
In this league is a good one. No doubt.
One last shout out.
It's a double bonus when you get a victory on the
Brandon,
and when you start
Patrick,
a season,
Sam,
each team breaks down their
Angie.
schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field. And you know, out of a
Thank y'all for watching.
Season, if you get 8 at home, let's at least win
Thank you for subscribing.
and split our road
This
games.
is your boy raiderville315's. Much love.
Precious, especially within the division.
Peace.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA.